What is child labor? It is work that deprives children of their childhood, their potential and their dignity. It is work that is harmful to physical and mental development. What causes child labor? The push factors are poverty, economic shock, lack of quality education, lack of decent jobs for adults, and dysfunctional families. The pull factors are cheap labor, children being easier to handle and not being demanding. They can be confined without protest and are unaware of their rights. Also, dysfunctional parent-child relationships and exploitation by third parties are pull factors. In comparison to other developing countries, Sri Lanka has a much lower rate of child labor.
Sri Lanka has made much progress in the fight against the child labor and the worst forms of child labor. From the Hague Conference on Elimination of Child Labor in May 2010 to date, it has ratified ILO 08 core conventions, including Convention 138 on minimum age to implement and Convention 182 to eliminate the worst forms of child labor, and also UN Convention on the Rights of the Child 1989, determined a list of 51 most hazardous forms of child labor, pledged financial support from government budget for the elimination of child labor, developed a roadmap to achieve zero tolerance for the worst forms of child labor by 2016. More recently, the National Policy on Education extended free and compulsory school attendance to completion of 16 years of age.
Sri Lanka is committed to eliminating the worst forms of child labor, WFCL, and has established an integrated action plan linked to child poverty alleviation. In 2006, Sri Lanka developed a National Decent Work Action Plan. Since 2007, the Ministry of Labour has been allocating funds annually to eliminate the worst forms of child labour. While the political commitment was evident, changing mindset entailed the involvement of multiple stakeholders. Poverty, health and nutrition, and education were all interlinked, which meant that as a nation, Sri Lanka needed to address each of these and thus formulate a strategy to eliminate the ultimate results, which led to child labour. What is a child labour-free zone? A child labour-free zone means zero tolerance for child labour. It does not mean zero child labour cases. The Ministry of Labour, in consultation with social partners and the ILO, identified the district of Ratnapura to pilot the strategy, pronouncing it the first child labour-free zone in the country.
எங்கள் மாப்பிள்ளை இறந்து போன பிறகும் எங்கள் மக வேலை செஞ்சு தான் நாங்கள் குடும்பத்தை காப்பாற்றிச்சு ஸ்கூல் கூட போகிறதுக்கு இல்லாமல்.
This is an all too common story among families in these circumstances.
I have organized the child labour issue with the existing administrative setup which was under my leadership. There are huge shortage of labour in the plantation and gem mining sector in the Ratnapura district. Facilities such as schools are not properly located in certain area of the Ratnapura district. Therefore, the children are unable to go to the schools easily. Parents' education level also very low.
All stakeholders committed to supporting this roadmap to zero tolerance of worst forms of child labour by 2016.
The Ratnapura district child labour free zone model comprises 5 P's to eradicate child labour. What are these 5 P's? P1, political will and policy. P2, public awareness. P3, prevention. P4, protection. P5, prosecution?
The government and its constituent key implementing partners serve the community in Ratnapura. These are the Ratnapura District Secretariat, Plantation Human Development Trust, and the Chamber of Commerce, supported by the divisional secretariats, the plantation companies, and the private sector. Each of these key implementing partners had specific targets. The District Secretariat was tasked with meeting 15 targets, the PHDT 2 and the Chamber of Commerce 1. The targets were achieved in 22 steps. P1. Political Will and Policy. A national roadmap was established to achieve zero tolerance. The District Secretariat Ratnapura pledged and committed to the roadmap. Laws have been implemented. District and divisional child development plans have mainstreamed child labour concerns. Estate development and welfare plans are also mainstreamed to address child labour concerns. Trade unions remain committed to support these initiatives.
The Employers Federation has continued to extend its fullest support to the Government of Sri Lanka and other stakeholders, especially to the ILO, to ensure that Sri Lanka is a child labour-free zone by 2016. And we are happy to note that this particular project, though the issue is in the informal sector and not in the formal sector where our members operate.
As member of the National Steering Committee on Child Labour, it is our duty to ensure that the government programs are monitored and ensure that the child labour problem is completely wiped out from Sri Lanka.
On the basis of the experience that we have by piloting the roadmap in Ratnapura district, now we are in the process of expanding the child labour free zone concept to all other districts, 24 districts.
P2. Public awareness. Public awareness campaigns were cascaded to all villages. Commitment was obtained through a pledge book. Public walk completed. Schools were covered through awareness campaigns, as was the health sector. Visibility material was placed at all prominent places. A sticker campaign was conducted.
අපි 2014 නොවැම්බර් මාසේ පටන් ගත්තා පාසල් නොවන ළමුන් පාසල් ගත කිරීමේ වැඩසටහන යටතේ මේ වෙනකොට සියලුම ළමයි පාසල් ගත කරගෙන තියෙනවා. ඒ වගේම සියලුම මේ නිවාසවලට අපි ගෘහ විදීම් කරලා නිවාස පරීක්ෂා කරලා අපි ළමයි හොයාගෙන තියෙනවා පාසල් නොවන ළමුන් කොහොමද කියලා හොයාගෙන ඒ සියලුම ළමුන් පාසල් ගත කිරීමේ වැඩසටහනක් ක්‍රියාත්මක කරලා අවසන් කරලා තියෙනවා. ඒ ළමන්ගේ ඉදිරි අනාගතයේ සැලැස්මත් වැඩසටහනටත් අපි වැඩ කටයුතු ක්‍රියාත්මක කරගෙන යනවා. අපිට ILO ආයතනයේ මූල්‍ය හා තාක්ෂණික සහයෝගය ලැබුණා. එම වැඩසටහනේ ප්‍රයෝජනයට ගමින් අපි වතුආයන් තුළ ළමයෙක් ළමාශ්‍රමයට තල්ලු කිරීමේ ඉඩකඩ සහිත ප්‍රස්තාවන් අපි හඳුනාගත්තා. ආර්ථිකය අධ්‍යාපනය අධ්‍යාපනයේ සෞඛ්‍ය පෝෂණය කියන කොටස් අපි සියලුම වතුආයන් තුළ දෙමාපියන් භාරකරුවන් හා සමස්ත කණ්ඩායමම මේ මාතෘකාව පිළිබඳ සවි බල ගැන්නුවා. එහිදී මේ කෙටි කාලයක් තුළ නොවැම්බර් 2014 නොවැම්බර් මාසයේ සිට මේ වෙන දක්වා අපි ඉතාම සාර්ථක ප්‍රතිඵල අත් කරලා තිනවා. ඒ ගැන අපි ඉතාම සන්තෝෂයි.
Welfare officers on the plantations conduct door-to-door visits, not only identifying children who have not been to school, but the reasons too.
ස්කෝල්ට එන්නේ නැති ළමයි ගොඩක් ඉන්නවා. ඒ ළමයි ස්කෝල්ට සතියක් එන්නේ නැත්නම් අපි AG ඔෆිස් එකට දැනුම් දෙනවා. ඉතින් දැනුම් දුන්නාට පස්සේ AG ඔෆිස් එකෙන් ඇවිල්ලා රෙජිස්ටර් එක බලලා ළමයිගේ නම ටික ලියලා ඒ ළමයිගේ පේරන්ට්ස්ට ලියුමක් දානවා. ලියුමක් දැම්මාම ඒ ළමයිවත් පේරන්ට්ස්වත් ගෙන්නලා රැස්වීමක් තියනවා. රැස්වීම ඊට පස්සේ ළමයි ගොඩක් දැන් ස්කෝල්ට පටන් ගත්තා. දැන් ගොඩක් ළමයි ස්කෝල්ට එනවා.
P3. Prevention. National, district, divisional and Grama Niladhari level officials were trained on the laws, standards and elimination processes. All the other officers were made aware of child labour and the worst forms of child labour elimination targets. Public-private partnerships were established to support education. Back-to-school programs for children between 5 to 16 years of age were conducted. Informal and private sector members were also made aware of child labour and the worst forms of child labour rules and regulations. Skills and vocational training programs for non-schooling older children were conceptualized and implemented. All vulnerable families are assisted through social protection measures. Social protection capacity among estate worker housing cooperative societies was strengthened, while strengthening capacity on household cash management and extra income generating avenues was introduced. A vulnerability scorecard was developed and established to identify children likely to engage in child labour and the worst forms of child labour.
අපගේ ජාත්‍යන්තර කම්කරු ආයතනය මගින් ළමාශ්‍රමයේ තුරන් කිරීම සඳහා වැඩසටහන් දියත් කෙරුවා. කරන මේ වැඩසටහන් යටතේ ඒ දරුවන් පාසල් වෙත යොමු කිරීමට අපි සෑම පියවරක්ම ගත්තා. ILO ආයතනය මගින් වතු 12ක් මේ වැඩසටහන දියත් කෙරුවත් අපි ඉදිරියට රත්නපුර දිස්ත්‍රික්කයේ ඇති අනිකුත් වතුවලත් මේ වැඩසටහන දියත් කළා ඒ දරුවන් පාසල වෙත යොමු කරන්න වග බලා ගන්න.
One of the biggest problems is the lack of schools in relative close proximity for children to commute comfortably to school. The ILO Back to School program addressed one of the biggest problems in keeping children in school: safety.
පිල්ලේන දෙමළ විද්‍යාලයේ කැච්මන්ට් ඒරියා එකේ විශාලයි. ඒ නිසා අපේ ඉස්කෝලේ පාසලයි ඉස්කෝලේ ළමයිගේ ගෙවල් දුර වැඩි. සමහර ළමයි ඉස්කෝලේ එනවා කියලා ආපහු මග ඇරලා යනවා. දෙමාපියෝ හිතනවා තමන් ළමයි ඉස්කෝලේ ගියා කියලා. වැඩට කියලා එනකොටත් ඒගොල්ලෝ හිතනවා අපේ ළමයි අද ඉස්කෝලේ ගියා කියලා. නමුත් ඉස්කෝලේ ගිහලා නැහැ. මේ ගැන ඔයලා බලනකොට සමහර ළමයි මාසයක් ඉස්කෝලේට ඇවිල්ලා නැහැ, සතියක් ඇවිල්ලා නැහැ. ඒ නිසා වතු අධිකාරිතුමායි වතු වෙල්ෆෙයාර් මිනිස්සුයි අපි එකතු වෙලා එකේ ගෙවල් ගන්නට ගිහිල්ලා මේ දෙමාපිට දෙනුවත් කරලා මේ ගැන ළමයිට ඉස්කෝලේ හැමදාම එවන්න කියලා පණිවිඩ කියලා කිව්වට පස්සේ ඒගොල්ලෝ එකතු වෙලා වයසක මිනිස්සු කෙනෙක් යොදවලා එයාට කීයක් හරි දීලා මේ ඉස්කෝලේට එනවා. දැන් ඒ ළමයි එමදාම ඉස්කෝලේ එනවා. හොඳ අධ්‍යාපනය ලබනවා කියලා මම ප්‍රකාශ කරන්න කැමතියි.
நான் சிறுவனூர் பொறுப்பு அதிகாரி மடபத்திர முடிசரில் வேலை செய்கிறேன். என்கிட்ட வர்ற பிள்ளைகள் காலையில் சாப்பாடு உணவு எடுக்கிறதுக்கு முதல் நல்லா கை கழுவிட்டு சாப்பாடு எடுக்க சொல்லுவோம். மற்ற டொய்லெட் போடணுன்னா செருப்பு 2 போட்டுக்கிட்டு போயிட்டு டொய்லெட் போயிட்டு வந்து நல்லா கை கழுவிட்டு சாப்பிட்றது, நல்லா போசாக்குள்ள சாப்பாடு சாப்பிட சொல்கிறது. மற்றது சாப்பிட்ட பிறகு என்ன சரி பழங்கள் சாப்பிட்றது. இந்த பிள்ளைகளுக்கு என்ன சரி குறைபாடு இருந்தால் ஏஜ் ஆஃபீஸ் அங்கே எங்களோட தோட்டத்து அதிகாரி அவங்க மூலியமாக வர சொல்லி இவங்களுக்கு நாங்கள் அதை தெரியப்படுத்துவோம். இந்த மாதிரி செய்யுங்க, இந்த பிள்ளைகளுக்கு குறைகள் இருந்தால் இவங்களுக்கு செய்யலாட்டி நாங்கள் செஞ்சு கொடுப்போம். அவங்களுக்கு இப்போ டொய்லெட் வசதி அவங்களுக்கு இல்லாதவங்களுக்கு நாங்கள் ஏஜ் ஆஃபீஸ் மூலியமாக தோட்டத்து மூலியமாக செஞ்சு கொடுப்போம். தூரமாக இவங்களாம் வந்து எந்த நேரமும் மீட் பை மிஸ், ஏஜ் ஆஃபீஸில் மிஸ் மாதிரி எங்களோட வெல்ஃபேர் சூப்பர்வைசர் எல்லாமே இந்த நேரமும் இங்கேக்கு வருவாங்க. தோட்டத்து அதிகாரி மாதிரி இந்த நேரம் வந்து என்ன குறை இருக்குன்னு இந்த நேரமும் கேட்டு இங்கே தேடி பார்ப்பாங்க. தேடி பார்த்து எங்களுக்கு செஞ்சு கொடுப்பாங்க.
Another initiative is the vocational training being imparted to empower youth with sustainable employment skills. The ILO collaborated vocational training program is conducted by the Government Agent's Office in Ratnapura. 19-year-old Leonie Dilrukshi is a good role model. The multi-talented young woman who completed her O-levels has every intention of bettering her lot. Young men and women are trained in 3 disciplines: sewing, mobile phone repairs and beauty culture. Each has his own plans, but what is most exciting is that they are all budding entrepreneurs. Udaya Kumar Manoharan, who is 18, managed to complete his O-level examinations, but has always been technologically oriented. A groundbreaking public-private partnership was mooted. Key government, health, education and vocational training officials joined the private sector plantations and the Sabaragamuwa Chamber of Commerce to implement the program.
ළමා ශ්‍රමිකයන්ගෙන් තොර දිස්ත්‍රික්කයක් විදිහට රත්නපුර පරිවර්තනය කිරීමේදී වාණිජ්‍ය මණ්ඩලයේ කාර්යභාරය වුණේ මේ දිස්ත්‍රික්කයේ තුල ඉන්න ව්‍යාපාරිකයන් ළමා ශ්‍රමිකයෝ භාවිතයේ නොගැනීම පිළිබඳ දැනුවත් කිරීම සහ ඒකේ නීතිමය රාමුව පිළිබඳ දැනුවත් කිරීමයි. ඊට අමතරව මේ ළමා ශ්‍රමිකයන් විදිහට අපි අඳුනගත් දරුවෝ නැවත පාසල් ගත කරන්න අවශ්‍ය වන මූල්‍යමය සහාය සහ භාණ්ඩමය දේවල් අපි ව්‍යාපාරික ප්‍රජාවකින් උදව්වක් විදිහට ලබාගෙන රත්නපුර දිස්ත්‍රික්කයේ අපි ආරම්භ කරලා තියෙන ළමා සංවර්ධන පදනම තුලින් මේ දරුවන්ට ලබා දීමට කටයුතු කෙරේ.
P4. Protection. Workplaces already known or likely to employ children are identified. Children are rescued from child labor and the worst forms of child labor. They are then tracked, rehabilitated, and reintegrated into communities. All families of children already engaged in child labor and the worst forms of child labor must be assisted as a matter of priority. Committees are established within the estate to function as a vigilance group.
ළමා ශ්‍රම විරෝධී කලාපය බවට පත් කිරීමේ වැඩසටහන රත්නපුර දිස්ත්‍රික්කයේ අපි ක්‍රියාත්මක කිරීමේදී විශේෂයෙන්ම අපිට මුහුණ පාන්න සිදුවන ප්‍රධානම ගැටලුවක් තමයි දහසකට අධික සංඛ්‍යාවක් පාසල් නොවන දරුවෝ හිටියා. එතකොට අපි මේ දරුවන්ව පාසල් ගත කරන්න ක්‍රමවේදයක් හදා ගන්න ඕනේ. අනිත් එක මේ දරුවන්ට තිබුණා පාසල් නොයායන්ට හේතු රාශියක්. ඉතින් මේගොල්ලන්ට මූල්‍යමය ශක්තියක් තිබුණ නැහැ. තමන් සමහර දරුවන්ට පාසල් යාමට අවශ්‍ය මූලික පහසුකම් ටික සපයා ගන්න. අනිත් අතට 14 18 දරුවන්ට පාසලෙන් හැලුණත් කොහොමද මේගොල්ලන් වෘත්තීය පුහුණුවකට හරි යොමු කරගන්නේ කියන ක්‍රමවේදයක් අපේ දිස්ත්‍රික්කයේ සකස් වෙලා තිබුණේ නැහැ මේ වෙනකොට. ඉතින් ඇත්තටම අපි හඳුනාගත්තු ගැටලු තමයි ඒවා. ඉතින් ඒවා ආමන්ත්‍රණය කිරීම සඳහා අපි විශේෂ වැඩසටහන් දියත් කළා. විශේෂයෙන්ම අපි වෘත්තීය පුහුණු ලබා දීම සඳහා ඒ සඳහා තියෙන ආයතනත් එක්ක එකතු වෙලා විශේෂයෙන්ම ජාත්‍යන්තර කම්කරු සංවිධානයේ සහායකයත් එක්ක වැඩ කළා. ඒත් එක්කම ළමා සංවර්ධන පදනමක් පිළිටව ගත්තා අපේ දිස්ත්‍රික්කයේ සඳහා.
දැනට ILO සංවිධානයේ මගින් දියත් කළ වෘත්තීය පුහුණු වැඩසටහන වැවිලි සංවර්ධන මාර්යයත් වතු කළමනාකාරීත්වයත් මගින් අපේ ළමුන් පුහුණු කිරීමට ප්‍රාදේශීය ලේකම් කාර්යාලය වෙත යොමු කරා. එෙහිදී වෘත්තීය පුහුණු මධ්‍යස්ථානයෙන් මෝටර් මෙකැනික් මැහුන් ශිල්පී මොබයිල් සර්විස් වගේ මේ වැඩසටහන් කරා. එහිදී ගොඩක් ළමයි එයින් පුහුණුව ලැබුවා. ඇත්තෙන් මගේ සේවා කාලයෙන් මම නද ලොකු ජයග්‍රහණයක් කියලා හිතනවා මේ ළමයි මේ පුහුණුව ලබා දියුණු වීම ගැන.
நான் எங்கள் அக்கா கூட வேலைக்கு போய்கிட்டு இருந்தோம். அப்புறம் மிஸ் வந்து எங்களை சொன்னார், வேலைக்கு போவேன்னா நீங்கள்லாம் படிக்கிற வயசு, உங்களை ஸ்கூல் போடுறேன் அப்படின்னு பேக்கெல்லாம் வாங்கி கொடுத்தாரு. எங்கள் அம்மாட்டெல்லாம் வந்து எங்களுக்கெல்லாம் எல்லா சாமானும் வாங்கி கொடுத்தாங்க. மிஸ்ஸு புத்தகமெல்லாம் வாங்கி கொடுத்தாங்க. அப்புறம் ஸ்கூல் போக சொன்னாங்க. எங்கள் என்னை யாரும் அடிக்க மாட்டாங்க. மிஸ் மாதிரிலாம் நல்லா எனக்கு நிறைய ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஷிப் இருக்காங்க. நல்லா பார்த்துக்குவாங்க. எனக்கு பிடிச்ச பாடம் சமயம்.
For Vijaya Kumari and a host of others like her on these estates, this program has been a boon. They realize the paths that education will give them for a future out of these estates and into a world of opportunity. P5. Prosecution. Increased night raids by the Department of Labour. Stringent legal measures are to be taken against all offenders. Collectively build the capacity of labour officers, probation officers, police officers and other law enforcement personnel to ensure punitive measures that don't harm children in any way.
Under the Department of Labour, we have a separate unit by the name of Women and Children Division. We are monitoring the progress of the roadmap's activities through our National Steering Committee meeting chaired by the Secretary. I would like to say we have 400 labour officers in the island. They are contributing to achieve this national target.
It was easy to get through it because nobody realized of the seriousness in this area with regards to child labor. So once we made aware to all the stakeholders of the problem, that everybody realized and all were very supportive of eradicating child labor.
The ILO program together with the PHDT was started on 2 of our plantations. I must say this program was extremely successful. And due to this program being in place, the plantation where Sicilton is concerned, they have been able to do a lot for its workers by the education and prevention of child abuse.
In order to prevent or eradicate the child labour situation on this estate, we formed a committee comprising a police officer, an officer from the AGS office, the Grama Nildari of the area and our medical team, who continuously monitor the situation of child labour.
With all these initiatives by the ILO, ably guided by PhDT, I firmly believe that there won't be any child labour in these plantations in the future. And not only in our plantations, not only in our regional plantation companies, ILO and ILO especially, they are working with the government officers, the AG officers, and we know the impact that they have on the surrounding villages also. And there are a lot of cases that have been addressed by the government agents office, AGS office through ILO interventions.
I'm very much impressed, especially to see this child labour elimination program in Ratanpura. And I would like to implement this program which you have done in Sri Lanka. I want to implement this in Nepal, and this model is very nice and very suitable in this country, in Sri Lanka, as well as I think because we are the shark country, and it is useful in Nepal also.
And we want to take the good practices from Ratnapura to Nepal so that we have good learning and, you know, child labour free zones, not only in Sri Lanka and Nepal but throughout South Asia.
The ultimate vision when it comes to child labour issues, of course, is that there should be no children working. Children should be in school in preparation for a productive life with skills and education and, you know, going through the life cycle.
In 2010, at the Global Child Labour Conference at The Hague, Netherlands, Sri Lanka made a commitment to achieve a country free of the worst forms of child labour by 2016. To give effect to this commitment, Sri Lanka initiated many steps, including implementing a roadmap for the elimination of the worst forms of child labour to reach zero tolerance for child labour by 2016, developed with the assistance of the ILO. The assistance and the support extended by the ILO in efforts to eliminate child labour is greatly appreciated. As a country, we will continue our work from 2016 onwards to also achieve the United Nations Sustainable Goals to eradicate all forms of child labour by 2020. On the 22nd of June 2016, the President pledged to eradicate child labour in Sri Lanka.